Okay, now I'll ask Sean to come up and say a few words. That's a hard act to follow. I'm glad my limp isn't noticeable. Years of physiotherapy. Jim sent me an email before this happened asking me if I had anything to say, and at the time I didn't really think I had anything relevant that I could add to this. But hearing the speeches and seeing the faces, a lot of them familiar, I realized that in a weird way, I've been an extended family here. And so I just wanted to say a little bit about what it was like growing up and hearing all the stories from my end. And really it was growing up because, you know, even in elementary school, I'd hear about the rough day. And let me tell you, you know, we got it. We had to eat our vegetables those nights for sure. And in retrospect, I've talked to you people, or a lot of you people, and you know, you're like, oh, I hear you're finished university, I hear you're going on to this and that. I'm like, what's your name again? I'm a little taken back, and I realize that our stories are sort of flowing through Mom, and we know a lot about each other. And it's going to be different, not hearing all of those stories. The other thing I wanted to say is that this year has been a very difficult one for the whole family. And I wanted to say thank you, because a group of people here at Arnon have really helped a lot. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because it's made it a lot easier for both me, family, and Mom. Thanks. Lastly, I'd just like to add that I'm very proud to be son of Judy. I think all those qualities that you talk about have rubbed off on me, and her gentle encouragement is probably the reason I am enjoying this Freudian slip there. The successes that I do in life. I love you, Mom, and thank you. Well, done very good, Sean. Now we know why the Kleenexes are on the table. Anyways, we're down to one last speech, and this time, the reason why we're here tonight is to celebrate the successes and the trials and tribulations and the wonderful achievements of a very special person. So, I now ask Judy to come up and say a few words.
I know that most of you would never think that I would be without something to say. But when I heard I would have to say something, I was stumped. And I was talking to one of my friends and I said, the only thing I had written down was thank you. To which she responded that my second sentence could be, all of you for coming. The last time I stood in front of this group of people was to say goodbye to Irma and Rita. And at this time it's much more difficult. How do you put into words what the company and the people in it have meant to me over the 30 years that I've worked with them? Some might wonder why anyone would want to spend that many years with the same company. But I can tell you that knowing many people over the years who work for different businesses, there is not another company that I would choose. In 1967, I started working at Ron Engineering. Arnon, the company, was not even a dimmer in Zeb's eye at that time. And after only the first week, Zeb hired a bus to take the whole company to Expo 67 to visit the pavilions that Ron had built. Who wouldn't want to stay with the company? When you have a chance to speak to the staff, you will know that the Barrett family is well known for allowing its employees to grow to their potential and allows them to assume responsibility. In doing so, Arnon and Ron have maintained long-term and loyal employees who help the company grow and become successful. The average length of service of employees at this dinner is 15.5 years. It's a tribute to the Barrett family to be able to boast of this fact. I remember the first day working at Ron. The building was the size of where the existing lobby is, and the support staff worked out in the open, just inside the door. At the time, I had no idea who the owner was, except that it was Mr. Barrett. At some point through the day, this gentleman had walked over to my desk and spoke to me. I assumed correctly that he was welcoming me to the office, and I nodded and smiled pleasantly. This was the first of many conversations I didn't understand. Brave enough to explain to him that at times I had no idea what he was saying. Through the years, I sat in on many meetings in Seb's office, and after the meeting was over, business associates would call and confirm what they believed he had said. He had this little trick that if he really wasn't ready to commit to them, he would speak faster and his accent would thicken. It's very seldom now that I don't understand. But I remember on an occasion in Jerusalem, we were sitting in the lobby of the hotel discussing the afternoon meeting in the city treasurer's office. I started chuckling, and Mr. B asked why. So I told him that talking faster with a heavier accent didn't work in Israel.